Hola, minasan! Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back for another round of updating Savage Strikers, the fighting card game. And today's a little different. Today we're gonna go to another area within the game's design, so to speak, and that would be the story. Yes, it has a story. So yeah, let's delve into a little quick history of fighting games. Fighting games, when it comes to storytelling, it's like a crapshoot, so to speak. See, because the thing is that every single fighter you pick, they kind of got their own story, their own endings, and in the very, very early days, more specifically Street Fighter 2. Street Fighter 1 was very straightforward because it had because it was just Ryu and Ken, and basically our main opponent was Sagat. You know, he was like the main villain. But then when they expanded the roster to 8 in Street Fighter 2, each of the 8 fighters have their own distinct endings, and they weren't very well interconnected. And since then, well, you know, the Street Fighter series tried as best as it could to try to unify it, so to speak. I mean, they didn't exactly do a bad job per se. Although having Ryu fight and Bison in Street Fighter 5, from what I understand, happened in the story. Yeah, I got spoiled a little bit by that. But most people don't really come around for the stories that much. But you know, like Fatal Fury's got a good story. Again, it was had a focused story, but again, you know, it's just 3 fighters and they were all on the same page and everything. But once you start having a whole bunch of different fighters with their own goals and achievements, you know, you got to pick one of the fighters to carry the primary story overall. It's kind of like a whole bunch of subplots on top of the main story. And it's not very easy, actually. It's not very easy, but a perfect example of a well executed storyline is Mortal Kombat. It was pretty straightforward. You know, you have this big tournament. You got this mysterious Shang Tsung who invited all these guys, and all of them are there for their own purposes. But they managed to focus on, you know, one key main plot, one character, one main character as the main plot. Even though you get different endings for the fighters when they win the tournament, it's the central story still stayed focused on Liu Kang. Liu Kang is the main character of Mortal Kombat. Back in the days, I think from what I understand, Johnny Cage took over as the main character, but Liu Kang, I think the reboot Johnny Cage became the main character. I think I could be wrong. I haven't been paying attention to Mortal Kombat in recent years, but Liu Kang, but it was very, very focused, and that actually help with adaptations, and that's the key. Thing. When you want to make a TV show or a movie out of it, you'll end up either with Street Fighter the movie with Jean-Claude Van Damme, or you end up with Mortal Kombat with Christopher Lambert from Highlander. But that's the thing. But that is the thing, though. With Street Fighter, you had 8 different subplots going on, and it wasn't clearly defined who the main character was against M. Bison. Clearly it was, you know, Guile versus M. Bison, you know what I'm saying, but Ryu is the face of the franchise itself, and he's the one who would go on to win, you know, the tournaments. You know, he won the first Street Fighter tournament, the World Warrior in Street Fighter 1 by beating Sagat, and then he wins it again when he beats M. Bison. So, you know, when it comes to storytelling, it could go all over the place. And a lot of games, you know, try to do their best to just focus on the face of the character for the most part, and their plot, and then all the other characters just have like their side plots or subplots, maybe not even affected at all. Another good example, let me see, Tekken, the whole Mishima family. They're the whole central focus of the whole thing. it kind of like revolves around them, and all the people, most of the people around them are, interacting with them. King of Fighters. Now, you want to talk about all over the place. They did a good job because they focused on Kyo Kusanagi, and like I think if I remember correctly, every three King of Fighters, like either three pairings focuses on one saga. So that you had the Orochi saga, which I think went for 3 King of Fighter games, and so on. And Kyo Kusanagi would be like is always the main character, and serves as the main character for King of Fighters, despite the fact that you had a whole bunch of SNK fighters. But the thing is that when you want to adapt it to these fighting games into TV or movies, you gotta have a central focus. And what made Street Fighter a So Bad It's Good movie, or maybe So Bad It's Funny kind of thing, because it's not really a good movie. Very little street fighting and very little power moves. The Hadouken, the Shoryuken. You don't get that much of those kind of things. You don't get much of those. But it was like a war film. Less so actual martial arts street fighting. And I think that's because it wasn't very well focused and everything. And you can't really blame Capcom. When they built Street Fighter 2, they just wanted to do the 1v1, and they just threw in whatever stories would fit with the characters, and that's totally understandable. Street Fighter 2 is building on Street Fighter 1, which in turn was building on older fighting games like ER Kung Fu and Karate Champ. Those styles, same with those 1v1 combat games. So you can't really hold them against that. But But when you wanna really pull off a very good story, I would say Mortal Kombat did a good job because it really did focus on the tournament itself, and they established the primary character for the main plot, and then allowed the other characters to have their side plots. You know what I'm saying? And the side plots have different motivations. Even though you get an ending and you get an ending story for that character specifically, if you were to set them aside, you would see that they actually have more. They have their own subplots. For example, Sonya Blade is after Kano. Kano is a criminal, and he's using the tournament to hide out. If I recall that correctly. Then you have Scorpion versus Sub-Zero. Scorpion versus Sub-Zero, that's their whole side plot. The tournament doesn't really mean much to them. They're just there, to fight each other, to hunt each other down. And then you have like Johnny Cage, who's just there for the glory and whatnot. I guess win or lose. And Liu Kang is there to be the hero. So that actually helped a lot of people, and what's important is that when Mortal Kombat 2 and 3 followed up, they were able to focus the overall plot of the story, and that's why a lot of fans, there's a lot of fans of Mortal Kombat, because the story is very well fleshed out and focused. It did stumble upon I think Mortal Kombat 4, and then the Sub-Zero, they started doing the Mortal Kombat mythology games. But once they did the reboot, I forgot if I remember correctly, the plot goes, I think Johnny Cage went back in time or something to the first Mortal Kombat, the very first Mortal Kombat, to try to prevent disaster or something. I could be wrong. You could correct me. Like I said, I haven't played Mortal Kombat since 4, and so I'm kind of out of the story loop, especially with all those crazy guest characters and whatnot. So the reason why I'm bringing all of this up and I'm doing this little thing is because if you check out the link over in the chat or down in the description, you'll see a link to my novel, The Impossible Man, a strange fantasy comedy that I wrote and published. It's available at Amazon.com, and it's also available at BarnesandNoble.com if you head over there too, if you're looking for an alternative route. And so it's kind of a little shtick of my little thing, and I wanted to really create a nice, fully fleshed out world for Savage Strikers. A nice make the characters interesting in the lore, build some lore and build the world up. And so I've been doing a lot of writes and rewrites and rewrites and rewrites. I'm very, it takes a lot when you're a writer. And basically, I'm looking to do that for today's show. It's just going to be me typing up all 12 fighters and try and flesh out the world a bit more in the lore. So that way you can enjoy it. Now, bear in mind, I don't know if these stories are going to make the cut the day that this game will get published and put to market. It could be a completely different story. It'll probably end up in the hands of editors, and they'll tweak it or twist it, make it worse than, or they'll probably make it better. Who knows? But the bottom line is that I just want to make sure that the characters have something to build interest, to show that there's a nice world, and hopefully maybe one day once I get a good clear schedule, try and do a novel for Savage Strikers myself. It's not gonna be that difficult. I already know how the whole thing works. Created the world. But it'll be a very fun thing, and I'm hoping that once I finish doing that, if I do write and get it published, that if and when I do write Savage Strikers and get it published, it'll be a great thing for all of you. You know what I'm saying? It'll be a wonderful experience and a fun experience. And it shouldn't be that difficult because, like I said, I've been rewriting this since I started the deck building, since the deck building era at the very beginning. So it's gonna be a fun ride. So it is gonna be pretty boring. So as you can see here, let me see where am I pointing at. Where am I pointing at? Am I pointing at here? No, I'm pointing at here. Okay, so. Here we go. Let's get my fingers. There we go. So everything you see here that you've been that if you've been reading during the course of the videos or any of the other videos, here we go. Those are gonna be obsolete, and I'm gonna replace all of them with the story updates, pretty much. So I hope you actually enjoyed reading their backstories throughout the times. And hopefully, the improved storytelling will be a much more better and cleaner experience. Hope you'll enjoy the fighters for what they do. So yeah. So if I'm not coming out very clear, the microphone is a little bit further away from me because I need arm room. I need all the arm room so I can be able to type. I'm hoping that the clacking doesn't get picked up. I'm sure it will. I'm trying to keep the keyboard, the microphone as in front of the keyboard as possible. So because there's no sound, there's very little to no sound coming from behind the microphone. Here, let me just pull the microphone over here. So let me pull the microphone over here. So I made sure that I have the settings so that it's not omnidirectional. There shouldn't be any pickup sound from here. And I could keep it up front like this. So the microphone should be focused right here in my direction, while I didn't even think of setting it up like this. Look at all this space I got here. Look at all this economy. Oh yeah. Shame on me. I should have had this from the very beginning. Let me just do a little quick shift here on the camera. Yeah, that's it. That's fine. There we go. Just want to fix the camera there. I should have done this. Look at all this space I got. So, like I said, I'm hoping that that this will not pick up the clacking sound. I'm a very fast typer, but I can make a lot of noise. And bear in mind, I'm doing this without any music. The lack of music is probably going to drive me crazy. And I'm not going to be doing a lot of talking. You're going to really see me focus. But hopefully it won't be so bad. It won't be so bad. So for those of you who might be aspiring writers out there, this is a good chance for you to actually see writing in action. got a chance to really see some writing in action. I don't know how often this is done on YouTube and on the internet, where somebody actually writes live. I'm gonna let me just enlarge this a little bit more. Yeah, like that. There we go. All right. Okay, so. Okay. All right. So I'm hoping that for the writers out there, you might be able to learn a little something. So we're gonna start off with the preamble here. Just I guess you could call it the syllabus or whatever you want to call it. a quick, you know what I mean. The summary, the story summary here. So we're gonna update this here. All right. So I'll just push this down. I want to make sure this is saved. Always have backups. I like to have backups. So should have. Let me get this little spot here. Okay. Always have backups because if anything happens, you could always copy paste in and throw it back in place. So. So it'll take a minute. 1 hour later. This will take a minute. There we go. Cause all right, there. Okay. All right. I got that backed up. Yes, please. All right. So we'll start with the world build. So basically the plot. Well, I wouldn't say the plot. The world build. Straight up sci-fi. Of course, all fighters gotta be sci-fi. But basically, what it is that a strange body part was discovered by medical researchers, and it became the source of this sort of like neurological cocktail, this juice. You know, you have like adrenaline and iron and zinc and all that kind of stuff running through, you know, the vitamins. So this body part kind of like brings these kind of things together and basically gives you gives the people these natural chemicals, sort of like roid rage. That's the best way I could put it. Summary. It's roid rage. You know what I'm saying? It's like some kind of crazed cocktail, and it makes them violent and feral. So you would think that, you know, zombie outbreak, but it really doesn't do that. What happens is that after they exhaust all that fuel, they heal up within 48 hours and go about their business as if nothing had happened, even though they're fully aware and embarrassed and such. But basically, that whole entire period is known as the Days of Awakening. Of Awakening. Okay. And it kind of threw the whole world into, it threw the whole world into a strange, what you call that? It's a... Actually, I should say in the Days of Awakening. So, it gave everybody sort of like, I wouldn't say an awakening, like an epiphany, like something crazy's happening. Let's see here. I guess epiphany is the right word. There was a phrase for that. it's like a whole new outlook. There's a word or phrase for that particular thing where you kind of like, oh no, like the whole world. And it's like, what do we do? Like, everybody's questioning it. I completely forgot the name of that. So this was discovered by researchers, and it's called the Magatama. Due to its shape. Where the brain stem met the nervous system. So I'm not a doctor, so please feel free. Please feel free if you really wanna help me. If you really wanna ground this, I don't have a problem with regards to the human anatomy. basically, what I'm trying to have this body part do is that it connects. It's attached to where the nervous system is connected to the brain itself, and it's causing it's what's causing the whole thing. It spreads throughout the entire nervous system and is telling setting out electrolytes. It's sending out the electrolytes, and your body suddenly goes into full roid rage. Your brain goes haywire, and you're full, you're full feral. Let's see here. I don't want to say. That's why I say just be on the safe side that it developed a cocktail of natural chemicals. So I don't need to go into the specifics. It's natural cocktails. People know endorphins, adrenaline, that kind of stuff. Electrolytes, especially electrolytes. It's got electrolytes. Yeah. So it turns people violent, or even feral if left unchecked. So I should make that if left unchecked. Then fully regenerate. Any injuries. I don't want to say all injuries. I definitely don't want the Wolverine thing. If you lose an arm, it's gone for good. I wouldn't say fully regenerate. Regenerate most injuries. Keep the stakes nice and high there. You can still die. Your head doesn't reattach. Then regenerate most injuries. Okay. And you can still have battle scars and such. So there we go. In the Days in Awakening, humanity developed a mysterious new body part discovered by Japanese medical researchers called the Magatama, due to its shape, where the brainstem met discovered and okay, you know what? Let me fix that there. There we go. Word order called the Magatama due to its shape. That's actually a little bit more appropriate there. All right, so humanity developed a mysterious new body part discovered by Japanese medical researchers, where the you know what? In the Days of Awakening, Japanese medical researchers discovered a mysterious new body part developed. Here we go. Developed where the brainstem met the nervous system at the neck, called the Magatama due to its shape. There we go. It developed a cocktail of natural chemicals that result in people turning violent or even feral when left unchecked, and regenerate most injuries. And regenerate most injuries. What we got here? And regenerates. That's fine. Got it. Okay. So that's what we got so far. I should have gone with this. Put the microphone right up here. Look at this. So much convenience. Wow. Instead of having it over on my right side, should have had it here in the center. It's not blocking me in any way. It's working out. In fact, just make sure. Yeah. Tilt that a little bit more higher. I hope I'm coming out nice and clear. Let's say regenerates most injuries. Okay. It regenerates most injuries within 48 hours. Okay. Alright, so I can remove this here. Okay. Let's see. Over time, doctors discovered how the Magatama worked, and the world governments, religions, and organizations So this is actually very important to make note of these things. World governments, religions, organizations, because it actually helps with characters creation, as well as pointing out that doctors are doing researches. So this will allow an open door for character creation, and not have restrictions. You can have I could have an organization. I can have a religious fanatic for a fighter, politician. I can have a doctor, researcher, and sort. Use this knowledge to their advantage. So this allows. So there's always the potential of bringing them into the mix. Okay. So now let's get to. I'm not sure if I should make it a separate paragraph. I don't want too many paragraphs. It is a continuation of this. So, however, one group of people. Now we get to the crux of what this is. One group of people learned a secret about the Magatama. Okay, so now remember, I established that the rule is that people turn violent or feral if left unchecked. So, if that's the case, what makes a Savage Striker Savage Striker? Well, there's a group of people, okay, that learned a secret about the Magatama. I don't know about learned a secret. Stumble, I would say, but there's one group of people that either stumbled or learned a secret, the secret about the Magatama. One group of people, I'm saying that. One group of people, however, one group of people either stumbled upon or learned the secret of the Magatama. The secret of the Magatama. They okay, now say they harnessed it to develop enhanced abilities and feats of strength. They called the blessing. Why not? It's a blessing. Gives a holy feel to it. And I don't know if I should call it the blessing. I don't know. I think that's a little too. And feats of strength. You know what? I'm not even gonna go there. I mean, it's a fun thing to say, but you know, that's like some kind of fighting style, and it's not a fighting style. You know what I'm saying, or that, or any of that. It's just it makes them a cult, but then that's not what they are. They're not like that. A specific group of people, you know what I'm saying, like new types. There we go. You know what I'm saying, they're not new. They're not a group of people that will be called the new types, especially since they already got a title. To put it to practice, they took their gifts to the streets. There we go. It's a nice thesaurus there. Streets, and fought each other. Whoops, sorry. And they fought each other in one-on-one combat. They took to the streets in one-on-one combat. That's fine. Combat is fine. Society shunned them for this sudden disruption. I wouldn't say mayhem. Society shunned them for this disruption of normalcy. And I'll put that in quotations. You know what I'm saying? Just to show that society, you know, got this. Yeah, that's fine. Normalcy, and called them. Here we go. They're called the Savage Strikers. Well, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Or the Strikers. I'll drop that one. I know, I'm just saying that to tie it into the name, but no, they're just called the Strikers. Let's not be on the nose or pretentious about this. They're called the Strikers. People are like, the Savage Strikers? No, the Strikers. Oh. You know what? I don't want to call it mayhem because it's not mayhem. It's just a street fight. You know what? Instead of saying sudden, I'll just say for this disruption of normalcy and call them the Strikers. Alright, so let's remove this here. So now to get to the crux of the finale Royale. In the years following the days of awakening, Frank Stone, because anyone with the last name Stone is awesome, and a long list of awesome last names. Let's see here. Frank Stone had an idea. This might be okay, but let me see here. To bring together the Strikers. To showcase their fighting abilities and provide an outlet for those I would say who want to not learned but who want to harness the Magatama. You know what? I wouldn't say harness the Magatama. I would say who want to have a better life. That's actually, I like that motivation, to have a better life for themselves. There we go. That actually sounds a lot better because this gives, it opens up for a variety of fighters to have different types of motivation. It just makes sense from Frank Stone's point of view. He wants to, provide a better life for the Strikers. But what that better life is in the hands of the Strikers. So that makes sense to write it that way. Yes, have a better life So let me just remove this sentence. Okay. There we go. All right. All right. So he established an annual event. Do I want to make it an annual event? Yeah. I don't want to turn it into like a league kind of thing. It's a street fight. Established an annual event called the Finale Royale, because that sounds awesome. The Finale Royale sounds majestic. The Finale Royale, a double elimination tournament to crown the victor, the Royal Champion, the Royale Champion. I don't know if I should say Royal or Royal Champion. Royal Champion is fine. You know what I'm saying? Rather than just saying the champion, just make it sound more majestic. Good publicity. He's looking for good PR publicity and calling it the Royal Champion, the victor, the Royal Champion. It's good publicity for his business. Okay. The rules in the Finale Royale were simple. Win and advance in the winner brackets, and I'm putting it in parentheses because it's a place. Lose and go to the loser brackets to survive. Or be eliminated. There we go. Okay, so the Finale Royale is definitely inspired from the fighting game community tournaments, which are all double elimination tournaments, like Evolution and Capcom Cup Tour. Sorry, I can't remember all of them because there's so many of them. But they all have the same rules. You know, it's double elimination. You go to the loser brackets, then you have to play through the loser brackets to survive to get to the championship. Okay. And that's it. And I could just leave the last two lines. And I can leave them as is. Who will dominate the tournament, come out on top, embrace the rage of fate, fight. So, yeah, this I'll let you all know. That's influenced by Axis Games. The wheel of fate is turning. Rebel 1, fight. If this was ever to be turned into a video game and it ends up in the hands of Axis, yeah, that would totally be the phrase. Just before screaming fight. But yes, this is it. You know, I was able to establish the world. Oh, I gotta fix that one up. Okay, how the world reacted to this little event, who these group of people are that are the street fighters, and how is it that they're going to do street fighting? What does their street fighting motivate them to do? And it motivates them to come to the Finale Royale, to be the champion. Because there's always got to be a tournament, you know, like the King of Fighters tournament. You have King of Fighters tournament, World Warrior tournament, the Outworld tournament, and so on. So yeah, this is a little bit more cleaner, a little bit more focused now, much better, Winder. So yeah, basically, the Finale Royale storyline is based on the fighting game community tournaments all over. And I figured it's a very well structured tournament, and I think that's a great way of building a whole story around that, a nice focused story around that. Okay. All right, let's scroll all the way down to here. I said scroll all the way down to here. It's time to take care of the strikers. In fact, let me just put that the Strikers. Okay, so a lot of these characters are going to get really reworked on. Go through a lot of they're gonna go through some major rewrites. Some of them might get cleaned up. Some of them are like are like nearly the size of a book. So I'm gonna try and cut that down. So the order, yeah, I'm just gonna put it in order of start with the main character and then work down. So we'll start with our main character here, Nagisa, middleweight. Hailing from Kobe, Japan. Do I not have? You know what? Let me let me put the flags on there. Let me put the flags on there. Here we go. Let's see. Yeah, just put the flag up. There we go. If you can make it out. Yeah, I'll put the flag before it. There we go. Yeah, I'm not gonna put their fighting style or any of that stuff. Age, I'm not gonna worry about age yet. Those little things, age and blood type. Okay, so this is gonna go. Okay, so Nagisa is gonna go through a major rewrite. Originally, I was gonna have her stay at home mom. So basically, the fighters that we're dealing with, they all just have basic occupations. They're working stiffs. None of them are like are intended to be like Ryu or E Honda, where they're actual martial artists. The focus of these characters is that they're just regular old people who developed these powers and ended up becoming street fighters in the end. But they still operate their own little livelihoods and everything, and that's supposed to be the idea. So basically, Nagisa is supposed to be it was intended to be a stay-at-home mom, so I could give her that hero's journey. It's like she wants a little bit more for her life. She wants to experience more things, and decides to and with her kids being teenagers now, she decides that she wants to go out there and do street fighting, go to the finale Royale and such, But this was when I actually established the Grand Circuit Association. You see, the Grand Circuit Association. That was going to be the fictional organization that runs Finale Royale, but that just doesn't make it feel like a actual street fight. Like you're bringing in actual street fighters. Like, these are people who street fight in secret. They saying you don't know who's a street fighter, and that's what I want to go with. You just don't know who's a street fighter. That's the idea. You know what I'm saying? So it's like a stay-at-home mom, but she's secretly a street fighter, and she goes and makes her way to the Finale Royale and such. Let's see here. So I'm gonna change her occupation. Give her something a little bit more basic. Maybe like a barista. Nah, barista. I want to keep it simple. Something quick and simple. A barista that makes you cappuccino. Let's see. What would be a nice occupation? And she's gonna be single, so she's not gonna be a married mom. She's gonna be single. Let's see. I'll start off with barista. Maybe later on down the line. Story. There we go. This is probably just gonna be let's see. He's currently in college. He's currently in college, working as a barista at the local coffee shop. Local international coffee shop. There we go. The local coffee shop. Serving local. Let's see here. Domestic and international coffee. No, you know what? I'm gonna take this up to a more awesome level. Bartender. Yes. Okay, now I just got it. It's currently in college, working. Let's see here. Forget that. Nagisa worked at the the local bar. Worked at the local bar where the strikers gather and hang out. Sometimes worked at the local bar and where the strikers gather, hang out, and arrange fights. The local strikers, not the international guys. At the local bar where local and international strikers gather, hang out, and arrange fights. Sometimes she arranges. Sometimes she arranges the fights. She arranges the fights and locations. And locations. Arranges the fights for the customers. Sometimes even for herself. There we go. So Nagisa works. You know what? I'll put it in present tense. Works at the local bar where the local and national strikers gather, hang out, and arrange fights. Sometimes she arranges the fights for the customers. Even for herself. Even arranges for fights for herself. Arranges fights for herself. Let's see. I'll figure out a name for the local bar. Actually, I'll figure that out. You know what? I want to give a. Works at the local bar. Sake. I know, right? Called the World Warrior. I could call it the World Warrior, right? My whole brain just said to me, call it the World Warrior. What a homage, huh? It works at the local bar, the World Warrior. Let's see. Let's see. I want a good name for that. The strike bar? Nah. Just for the joke of it, the World Warrior. It like I said, it's not gonna be the it's not gonna be the final. It's not gonna be the final draft. Just a placeholder called the World Warrior. Works at the local bar called the World let's see, works at the local bar called the World Warrior, where the local and international strikers gather, hang out, and arrange fights. Sometimes she arranges the fights for the customers, and even arranges fights for herself. There's gonna be a lot of ands. Nagisa. Let's see here. Though Nagisa has made a local name for herself. Made a local name for herself in the fighting scene. She will soon find herself the center of attention when she signs up for the finale Royale. You know what? Let me hold off on that. Nagisa has made a local name for herself in the fighting scene, and she looks I guess has made a local name for herself as a fighter, seeking to harness the true power of the Magatama. As a fighter seeking to harness the true power, but her friend Angela Parks convinced her that she may find her answers at the finale Royale. There we go. So why is she at the finale Royale? Because she's seeking answers. She's seeking to let's see, has made a local name for herself. So in the fighting scene as a fighter seeking to harness the true part within herself. Very generic, but you know what? Something generic. And I know there's a lot of ands here. Within herself. Soon. Her friend, there we go. Her friend Angela Parks convinced her that she may find her answers at the finale Royale. There we go. All right, so got that. So this is gonna be a bit of a this is gonna be a long one, a long go. It's gonna take some time, a long stream. I'm expecting, because this is a lot to type up. It's a lot of fighters. All right, so let's build up on that. Oops, I missed this. Bang. Come on. There we go. Okay. And we're going to go to Angela Parks from USA. Okay. Dallas, USA. Alright. So she's a freelance photographer. Okay. So she's a freelance photographer. Here we are. So alright. Angela travels around the world, doing freelance photography, doing freelance photography for organizations, and is seeking a Pulitzer Prize. I think Pulitzer Prize. Well, Mm, I don't know. For organizations, doing freelance photography for organizations. Her current assignment is getting photographs of the strikers. Photographs of the strikers in action. Due to her being a striker herself, this gives her the inside track. However, many strikers tend to avoid her at all costs, as to not wanting to be exposed. Avoid her at all costs, because they do not want that the attention. Okay. She frequently goes to the World Warrior to meet up with her friend Nagisa to try to arrange fights to get the pictures. With the finale Royale. Coming soon, Angela will get a chance of her lifetime. Will get the chance of a lifetime. Sorry, chance of a lifetime. Here we go. All right. Here we go. There we are. There we go. That, just like that. All right. So. Ooh. Okay. Yeah. So this is pretty much turning into a full rewrite here. All right, let me go to the next one. I'm gonna focus on characters that are a bit more focused, and those who have their own personal motivations I'll leave for last. So I'm being a little cheeky here with Killian, because the United Kingdom got some funny. Admit it, guys. You guys have funny names. I mean, Stow on the Wall. You got what is it? Avon upon Lister, I think it is. I could be wrong. You know, your names are, you know, your town names are pretty awesome, hands down. It's just it's just funny, but it's pretty awesome. Why have the villain in London, England? Let him be from Stow on the Wall and fight in Stow on the Wall. Probably send him off to the Dales. Send him off to the Dales upon what was it? Upon the moors. There we go. The Dales upon the moors. No, seriously, you guys got some awesome town names there. I really like them. Plus, I want to try not to use so many common cities, you know, like New York, Tokyo, London, Moscow, Beijing. We've all been there. How about we really, you know, go to locales. So Killian is a philosopher / book writer. All right. So, being that he's the villain, well, what makes him a villain? Well, what makes this philosopher a villain? Simple enough. First of all, after the days of awakening, I'm gonna try and make this a little bit more focused. After the days of awakening, Killian had a revelation about the Magatama. He dedicated his entire life researching. I wouldn't say. He dedicated his entire life researching and reflecting on what the Magatama what the Magatama suddenly growing on human beings mean. He released 3 best-selling books. Three best-selling philosophy books. Philosophy. I am a terrible speller here. He released 3 best-selling philosophy books and developed a loyal following of readers. He coined the phrase. He coined the name. The striker. He coined the name strikers as an answer. To the public image of the Street Fighters. Of the Street Fighters. Of the Street Fighters. I would say he spent the years following his success developing his body. Let's see, he coined the name Strikers as an answer to the public outrage. As an answer to the public outrage of the Street Fighters. He spent years following his success developing his body physically and psychologically, which I'm not spelling it right, logically, in order to attain the true power of the Magatama. True power of the Magatama. Okay. Of readers and fans, I would say fans also. Of readers and fans. There we go. So yeah, this keeps it simple. He plans to attend the finale Royale. Why is he attending? He plans to attend the final Royale to learn. He plans to attend the finale Royale to learn, or to He plans to attend the finale Royale to advance his newfound powers. newfound powers and discover and unlock the secrets of the Magatama. So this is basically what I'm doing. I'm trying to reduce some of these paragraphs and make it a little bit more focused and a lot more centralized. So this is a fun thing happening here. All right, up next is Callista Romanos from Greece. Patras, Greece. Another lightweight. So her occupation is bodyguard. Okay. So let's see. So yeah, struggle to make ends meet and face the fiction. Disowned by her family. She had no one to turn to. After reading Killian's books on the Magatama. She found a new purpose in her life, and began to harness the Magatama, following his teachings. One day at a book signing, Killian I would say, Killian, one day at a book signing, Callista found, spoke with Killian about what she learned, and it got Killian's attention when she put her abilities to use when a protester. No, I don't want to say protester. When a robber tried to attack him, tried to attack Killian. She was hired. When she put her abilities to use when a robber tried to attack Killian, she was hired by the philosopher as her personal bodyguard. She now stands by his side, protecting him from unneeded street fights. You know what? I wouldn't say unneeded. She now stands by his side, protecting him from unnecessary. From street fights. He does not want to engage in. engaging until they both sign up for the finale Royale. So the way that yeah, that's good. I don't want to deep dive too much because then I could be spoiling. I don't want to end up accidentally spoiling the whole thing. Okay, so let's see about Brock Crusher. Yes, Brock Crusher. Okay, he's very simple. The heavyweight from Canada. Okay, his occupation is unknown. Originally, he was going to be an internet critic, but to be full of anger, the angry internet video reviewer. But I'm not gonna go that. Let's see here. No one knows exactly who Brock is. What they do know is that he wanders the earth seeking out strikers to fight. His power and presence is overwhelming and invokes fear in anyone who crosses paths with him. Regardless of the 24-hour, the 48-hour regeneration, healing, the 48-hour healing. Healing, the terror of fighting, of his rage, the terror of his rage leaves strikers traumatized. Strikers traumatized. He is like a walking giant monster that does not care who does not care what his opponent's beliefs are. He only believes that he has the true power of the Magatama in his hands. And he intends to share this with no one. There we go. Okay. Okay, invokes fear in anyone who crosses paths with him. Regardless of the 48-hour healing, the terror of his rage leaves strikers traumatized. He is like a walking giant monster that does not care what his opponents are or their beliefs. He only believes in one thing, and that is that he has the true power of the Magatama in his hands, and he intends to exploit that power to defeat everyone, to defeat everyone in his path. To defeat his power, exploit his power to defeat anyone that he locks onto. There we go. Locks onto like a homing missile. There we go. Like a homing missile. Done. Okay. I think that's everybody involving the Magatama. Oh no, I still got one more. Okay, here we go. So these are the fighters that are supposed to be involved with the Magatama, or in some capacity. Here it is. There we are. Medical researcher. There we go. Okay. So, Alejandro transferred to Japan to assist the researchers in Tokyo University. Let's see. Well, you know what? In Tokyo. You know what? Alonso transferred to assist other medical research. The top medical researchers in Tokyo's. You know what? No. You know what? Osaka. Osaka's. Osaka's medical center, university, medical research in Osaka. Actually, that's fine. Osaka Medical Research Facility, campus. There we go. Medical research campus. To figure out how the Magatama grew in human beings, so suddenly, rather than through natural evolution. Spoiler alert! I will never answer that question. It's always going to be mysterious, no matter what. And through evolution, to help out more, in having their questions answered. Alejandro travels to the World Warrior Bar in Kobe. Travels to the World Warrior Bar in Kobe to find volunteers willing to, let's say, donate to research, donate to medical research, to medical research. However, he is met with resistance. He is met with resistance until he learned about the finale Royale, and figured there he can find volunteers. There we go. Find volunteers. There we go. So he's looking for the answers. Okay. Okay, who's gonna be next? How many fighters is that so far? I got what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh wow, I'm halfway through. Alright, who's next? Work my way down here. Let's see. Diego? Sure. Okay. This will be perfect. Okay. Diego from Panama. Okay, I know exactly. See, because yeah, this is what's tough, because for the most part I gotta rewrite a lot of these fighters from scratch because the context of the story changed from the old drafts. He's a shipping manager. That's as far as anybody knows, that's his occupation. Okay. Alright, so yes, he is a tough as nails manager at the docks of Panama City. But behind the scenes, he runs an underground organization called the Undercard. The Undercard is an illegal street fight. Organization. Yeah, it's an illegal. The Undercard is an illegal street fight tournament. I don't want to say tournament. I guess organization. Organization. Don't need to know more. It's illegal. He uses the shipping containers that pass through. Let's see. He uses the shipping through to bring in to smuggle in strikers from around the world. Let me make it very clear. Smuggle in volunteer strikers from around the world, and rejects kidnapped strikers due to their high profile in the public eye. There we go. The Undercard is an illegal street fight organization. Uses a shipping container to pass through to smuggle in volunteer strikers from around the world, and rejects kidnapped strikers due to their high profile in the public eye. Once he learned of the finale Royale. He decided to join the tournament to offer the contestants a lifetime contract to join the undercard. There we go. See, that's good, man. That's good. Look at that. This was a big paragraph, and I just didn't. Very straightforward. Yeah. That's the idea. He's there. He's there to get volunteers to join his undercard, to join the undercard. Okay. So here we go. Okay. Alright, so alright, there we go. Alright, looks like I'm down to just fighters with personal motivations. So let's see here. Got Marcus Breaker Williams. Alright. So I say he's from New York City. I say he's from Yonkers. Gonna change that to Yonkers instead of New York City. Or maybe I could set it to the Bronx. Maybe Brooklyn. You know what? I could say Brooklyn. Nah. Yonkers. Bring him to Yonkers. Okay. He's an antique dealer, store owner. Okay. All right. So, Marcus sells antiques. You know what? As an antique dealer, Marcus travels around the world, looking to find the rarest items to sell in his store. While in his travels, he will engage in local street fights with other strikers to make money, to get by with hotel rooms and food, and food. He will frequent the World Warrior bar. To get some frequent the World Warrior bar to hold meetings with other antique dealers due to the fact that only strikers go to that bar, go to the bar out of reputation. Sometimes smuggling rare antiques. I'm gonna make sure that's clear. There we go. Rare antiques. Sometimes smuggling rare antiques. Once and Marcus I know. Marcus will find himself in a race for the rarest of antiques with Diego. Find himself in a race for the will find himself fighting in the undercard to get his hands on the rarest antiques Diego finds as a reward. Find himself fighting an undercard to win and gain the rarest of antiques Diego smuggles in. Yep. There we go. There you go. All right. All right. That's fine. At this point, will find himself fighting the undercard to win and gain the rarest of antiques Diego smuggles in. However, he learned the location of the finale Royale is home of a rare antique that is that is hard to sell, hard to buy off of. That is highly expensive to buy, and he hopes to win the money so he can invest in the purchase of the antique. Here we go. Here we go. Let's see. That was Marcus. And so let's tie this in. I got a great idea. So okay. He's from China. Let's see. Let me see. Let me find a location of China. A better location. Let's see here. I don't want Beijing and I don't want Shanghai. I think there was another major city. A good one. Let's see here if I can. Let's see. A nice small town. There we go. What is this here? Ooh, Hunan. How about that? How about Hunan? Hunan? Can I get a list of towns here? Here we go. Cities. Tianjin? It's a whole lot of towns. Tianjin. I'll do Tianjin. That's a good change up. That's a good switch up there. Yeah, Tianjin. Alright. So, bam. Junpo is a university history professor. He's a university history professor of artifacts and antiques. He will at times reach out to Marcus to Marcus to help find antiques and rare items for research before Diego well, I wouldn't say that, items for research. He will join Marcus on the journey, and he too will fight other strikers. For information or money. For information or a quick buck, quick cash. Quick cash. One of the rare artifacts he is looking for is the Chalice of Antiquity. Believed to still believed to have survived the destruction of the Library of Alexandria. Wait, hold on. When was Antiquity? Dang it, I forgot when Antiquity was. Let me get this right here. Antiquity. Let me make sure. Antiquity. Any period before the Middle Ages, 5th to 15th century, was still within. Let's see. Classical Antiquity. Yes, and Classical Antiquity. All right. Greek. We want the Greeks. 8th century. The Chalice. Called the Chalice of Antiquity. There we go. Okay, the Chalice of Antiquity. That survived. Let's see. Is taken to begin between with the earliest record, epic Greek poetry of Homer, and continues through the emergence of Christianity and the fall of the Western Roman Empire. There we go. Okay, that survived the fall of the Roman Empire in. Let's see. What year was that? What year was the fall of the Roman Empire? Do I want the fall of the Roman Empire? Or do I want the? Because it is the ancient Greeks. Hold on. Which survived. I'll say it survived. It survived. Believed to have survived for the Chalice of Antiquity. Believed to be the perfect mathematical dimensions. Ever sculpted. Or quick cash. Quick cash there. Or one of the rare artifacts he's looking for is the Chalice of Antiquity, believed to be the perfect mathematical dimensions and shape. And shape ever forged. You know what? Ever crafted. There we go. Ever crafted. He believes Diego has information, and is joining oops, misspelled joining, and is joining Marcus to attend the finale Royale. Finale Royale he believes Diego has information and is joining Marcus to attend the finale Royale to get some answers. There we go. That's actually, yeah, see, that's called interest. That's called interesting characterization. Okay. Alright, so that's Chenbo, history teacher. So yeah, okay, so I got Diego, Marcus, and Chenbo linked to smuggling antiques. Let's see, I got Nagisa. Yeah, so I got everybody linking around with each other, in a manner. Some of them are not. Yeah. Okay. There we go. So it's getting there. Who have I not taken care of yet? Let's see. I got Takashi. How many fighters is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I got 3 more to go. All right. So that would be Freddie G, Irina, and Takashi. So it is perfect because Freddie G and Takashi are involved in music. So Suez, Egypt is fine. Hailing from Egypt. Musician. Heavy metal trumpeter. Trumpeter. There we go. All right. Okay. So. Freddie G. I'll just. All right. A lead singer and head trumpeter and master of the trumpet. Let's see, lead singer of the heavy metal band. Let's see, master trumpeter. Master trumpeter. I guess trumpeter. Master trumpet player. I guess I'll just say master trumpet player. And lead singer of the heavy metal band, the Dead Sea. Hopefully there isn't an actual heavy metal band called the Dead Sea. Freddie G uses his concert tours as a front to travel around the world. Let's see, to travel around the world to engage in street fights. Sometimes there will be times when he will hold backdoor street fights, street fight concerts where his band plays music while street fighting. There'll be times where he will hold backdoor concerts where his band plays music while street fights occur in the middle of the dance floor. Let's see, master trumpet player and lead singer of the heavy metal band the Dead Sea. Freddie G uses his concert tours as a front to travel around the world to engage in street fights. There will be times when he will hold backdoor concerts where his band plays music while street fights occur in the middle of the dance floor. In the middle of the dance floor. Let's see. In the middle of the dance floor. Promotions are kept secret among his roadies. Are delivered in secret. Are delivered in secret from his roadies. Upon learning of the finale Royale, he upon learning of the finale Royale, he saw an opportunity to join the tournament to promote his band's next album. And secretly invite strikers to attend his street fight concerts. There we go. Okay. Here we go. That's again interesting. So he holds street fight concerts himself. Just like Diego has the undercard, he holds underground. He holds street fight concerts. Yeah, that's cool. So it shows, that really this is, really gives that world lore that nice little kick. You know what I'm saying? It's not, different motivations, different stuff. But like I said, this does drastically change. This does drastically change a lot of the character outlook, how they look overall. But this is good. It's all for the good. It's always good if you can be able to rewrite your characters and really make them more solid, more tighter in their characterization, make them more interesting. Always rewrite. Always rewrite. Write. Rewrite. Write again. Then throw out what you wrote, and then wrote again. And then write again. It's a little saying that my colleague and I agree upon. It's like you write your first draft, you write your second draft, you write your third draft, then you throw out your third draft, write an entirely new draft. Then write an entirely new draft. So, I would say, I don't want him to be a roadie. I just want him to be a tourist guide. Nah. I don't want him to be a volunteer either. I want him to have a different type of, just be, he's into the music, but I don't know, tour guide maybe. Heavy metal trumpet player. There we go. Let's see. What kind of occupation? Oh, disc jockey. He's a DJ. Yeah, DJ. Disc jockey. Okay. Alright. Takeshi is a disc jockey for the local radio, for the local radio station. He sometimes attends Freddie G's street fight concerts. To take on street fights. Let's see. Sometimes attends Freddie G's street fights. In exchange for promoting the radio station in secret. So his bosses won't in secret. So his bosses won't get blindsided by public outcry. Controversial. Get blindsided by controversy. Won't get blindsided by controversy and public outrage over Takeshi street fighting while disc jockey, while a DJ. He uses the radio to support the strikers. And let's see here. Actually, you know what? Let me rewrite that. I got it right. He sometimes he uses his platform, to secretly announce Freddie G's street fight concerts, as well as spreading positive, talking points. There we go. Positive talking points about the strikers. Takeshi at times will attend a street fight concert. To fight in. Attend a street fight concert to fight in, with the announcement of the finale, Royale. Royale. He convinced his bosses to sponsor the event. I misspelled sponsor. Sponsor the event to help spread the good word about strikers. Takeshi at times attends a street fight concert. With the announcement of the finale Royale, he convinces his bosses to sponsor the event to help spread the word. In addition, he will sign up for the tournament. To help. Let's see. In addition, he will sign up for the tournament to help with the promotion of both his radio station and the finale Royale. Sure. You know what I'm saying? There we go. Okay, and last but not least, it's Irina Kovalenko from Mother Russia. Comrade. Let's see here. There is. Here we go. Her occupation, optometrist. She's an optometrist. All right. So, let's see. Here we go. A mysterious side effect has been occurring in Russia, where people's eyesights are weakening after being in a feral state. She began an investigation. That led her to the Osaka Medical Research Campus, where she discovered a lead that the striker's eyesight is beyond normal. Irina took notice of this discovery when her eyesight improved. Irina secretly decided to go to the World Warrior bar in Kobe and got into set up a fight where she goes, I go to the World Warrior bar in Kobe and set up a fight where she discovered the connection between between the healing, the 48-hour healing. Let me put that down. 48-hour healing and set up a fight. There she discovered. The connection between the 48-hour healing process and the improving eyesight of all the strikers. However, more research needed to be done. And the finale Royale, and she found the finale Royale a perfect controlled environment to observe and treat the strikers' eye injuries. Eye injuries. Secretly though, she wants to she intends to join the tournament to see for herself if she intends to join the tournament to win the money so she can fund her research. There we go. Bam. All right. In fact, I can move her up to here. Where's Alejandro? There he is. Okay. So what I could do is I'm just gonna reorder this. Brock. Here we go. There we go. I just want to bring them a little closer. Here we go. Excellent. All right. So I just want to keep Brock isolated because he's not really connected to anybody. He's just a monster. There we go. All right. So. Oh, you know what? Put in page 14 here. So yeah, this is all in my PDF book, and I will be notes. There we go. I know every instruction booklet has notes. There we go. All right. So yeah, Brock Crusher is isolated from everybody else, as he should be. Sorry, I'm gonna be a little nitpicky here, because I don't like that. Yeah, right here. There we go. Okay. Make sure everybody is separated. Good. So yeah, I paired everybody up appropriately to whatever connection they have with other fighters. You know, Chenbo, Marcus, Diego, Freddie G, Takashi, Alejandro and Irina, both of them doctors, Kalista and Killian, Philosopher and his bodyguard, Nagisa and Angela, best friends, and Brock is all by himself. He's all by himself, a horrifying person. Just marches in, beats you up. And let's save. All right, so that's it. Let me close this up. Say nope. All right, so that means that what I'm gonna do is I will have the let's see here. Let me just scroll up. Let me scroll up and stop right there. All right, so I'll be taking these things and I'm gonna put them just like this. Get my arrows, my fingers pointing. So I'm gonna be redoing this, the little scroll with all of the updated updated stuff, updated backstories, and have the little slideshow going in future shows starting tomorrow. It'll all start tomorrow. So that's it. Yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad. I was expecting it to take a long time, and it didn't. Well, it did. It did, but yes, I like it because it's a lot more focused. I got fighters associated a little bit more better with each other. Really improved on their the characters' backstories. Made a little bit more sense. Pick some random, some interesting locations. Instead of your typical New York City, Los Angeles, Tokyo, London, that kind of stuff. So that's it. All right. So now tomorrow will be the last day of these updating Savage Strikers. Let me see here. I think I did a couple of quick tweaks on the phrasing of a couple of effects. Let me see here. Which effects? I think it was Invincible. Yeah, I tweaked up Invincible a little bit, and also did the same with Target. Now it's officially a combo, so I tweaked them over overnight. Just saying, because there was just a couple of words, and let me just pull this up very quickly before I go. Just want to make sure it's very clear. All right, if this could hurry up. I pulled up the outline, so it's just going to take a quick look. Let's see here. Before signing off. Getting there. I'm getting there. There we go. Opposite direction. Yep. So there's gonna be come on. I'm almost there. Just to give you all a quick update here. Let's see here. Here it is, outline. Yeah. Just so I can point to you what I'm looking at. What's going on here? Okay. One more. Here we are. Thank you for your patience. So yeah, I fixed up Target. I tweaked it up a bit, so now it's starting with this card. You may execute a combo by playing the listed cards in the listed order and deal X damage. So that's what I did with tweaking Target. So now it's officially a combo, and combo rules do apply because it is a combo, which means that once it's over, it's you automatically go to the reset phase as per combo rules. No matter what, if it's a combo, you automatically go to the reset phase. So if you do a combo from a counter, you're going to the reset phase. Since this is a combo, Target is now a combo, you go to the reset phase. And I've been tweaking up Invincible. I think I showed you all this before. If your opponent's attack gains initiative, you do not gain initiative, take 0 damage, and your card stands. I don't know if I pointed out, but just in case, I pointed that out. That's also tweaked. So that's those are the tweaks, and see and that's it. So officially now there are officially five combos in Savage Strikers, the fighting card game. So just to give you that quick rundown, that would be your basic combo. Oh, okay, yeah, I'll get to that. Your basic combo, what was originally called the free combo, it's now called a stun combo. A stun combo. You have your cancel combo, which we're going to be working on tomorrow for the cancels, the cancel mechanic. Counter combo, which is the effect of counter, and target combo, which is the effect of target. So those are the five combos that exist. And the keyword combo, the rule is when your combo ends, you go to the reset phase. So that's the official ruling, and it's made very clear in here. Ending combos in the main rules. Ending combos, you may end your combo at any time you want, and once your combo ends, you proceed to the reset phase. So anything that says combo, okay, when a combo ends, you go to a reset phase. So those are the key things. I don't know if I want to put all five combos on here, given that they're made clear in other areas. But probably I'll add one line that makes it clear that maybe what I'll do is up here. I would lay out what the combos are. I don't know. I'll see what happens. I mean, it's just a semantics thing, most likely. So that's it. That's it. It's almost done. Tomorrow night, we're gonna come back for one last stream before I have to go and take care of moving into my office. So tomorrow will be the cancel mechanic. It'll be 100% dedicated to the cancel mechanic and any cleanups for preparing the cards for playtesting, for the next playtesting round, for the next playtest. You know what I mean. You know what I mean. So it's going to be 100% all about cancels. That means that I'm going to be removing the cancel effect that's in the effect boxes of cards. That's going to create a gap, so I'll get to fill those in. Maybe, hopefully maybe I'll figure out an effect to go with. Maybe add a new effect to fill it in, rather than try to fill in with other stuff. Well, you know what I mean. But basically, it's going to be all about the cancels, and fill in the gaps that it's going to leave, and do any final cleanup of here and there to make sure that all the cards are ready for playtesting and or submission process if I decide to do submissions. But for now, the playtesting is what's important. So with that said, I thank you all for joining me, and I wish you all a good night, a buenas noches, and hold on a second. I think I missed something. Did I miss something? Sorry, I think I missed something. Yeah. So, yeah. I did say tomorrow's the last day. Yeah, tomorrow's the last day. This is the last of the update videos for draft 112. Yeah. Okay. I think I got it. I think I got it right. Did I get it right? Let me make sure. Yeah, I got everything right. Oh, you know what? That's what I don't have right. Professor. Sounds like a superhero name. Well, it is a superhero name. Anyway, sorry about that. I thought I missed something. I did not. I got everything covered, so we're good. So thank you all for joining me. I hope those of you who are writers learned a little something from this, and for you game designers as well, if you want to make stories for your games. So with that said, thank you, and I wish you all a good night, a buenas noches, and oyasumi nasai.